The British flag, is it satanic? Well, of course it is, because the whole world is run by the devil. What do you see? Do you see what I see? I see lots of things here. Maybe you don't see them. Let's begin from the basics. Remove the blue parts of the British flag so you can actually see what's in the middle. You've got an 8-pointed star. Now, if you look at the pyramids again here, though, okay, you've got split pyramids here. Split pyramids, okay, and this cross that goes into all of them. Outside some churches, they've got like obelisks which are split down the middle, and they've got this this cross in there also. Do you see the rest of this yet? If you look at this, we've got one cross here, and then we've got one there, and then we've got another one there in white. So red and white and red. So you've got 3 crosses. Whether it goes that way or it goes that way, it's a cross, isn't it? Okay. So we've got one rotated X, if you like, and 2 the normal way around. And an X, or a cross, if you like, is Roman numeral for 10. And that is a word, isn't it? Because it's a 10. Eo. You can read it as a word, Eo. And Eo is Greek for sun. So what that actually says is Eo, 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 which is sun, 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 or XXX. There it is right there in front of your eyes. But it gets deeper and deeper as we go along. Let's take a look here. This is a Mayan pyramid. Does it look familiar? Does it? Look all around it. Look. What do you think of that design? Let's take a look at it from a slightly different angle. It's a bit rotated, but look, you see? If you flattened it out, it's across there, and then look at the edges, and across there, which basically is the same as that. A bird's eye view of a Mayan pyramid is what the British flag is. Now let's look at part of British institutions and so forth. How about the music industry? Yeah, let's look at well, that's Apollyon the Destroyer, but the Rolling Stones, for instance. Okay, one of the symbols that they use is this mouth here, and that's the same signal that's given by Kali, the Indian goddess stroke murderess. And the Rolling Stones are part of the British establishment. Simon Cowell, the most powerful man in pop, said that once you become a rock star, you become part of the establishment. Yeah, he said he didn't like rock music though. Once you become a pop star, you become part of the establishment. So the Rolling Stones are part of the British establishment. And this guy here, Apollyon the Destroyer, is the sun god. He is Eo in Greek. Okay, so he's called Alexander the Great, Apollyon, Eo, Helios. He's called many different names. And let's just go back to the back to the UK flag. Okay, it's made up of stars, but it's cryptic. The USA flag is covered in stars. Stars are suns. The Israeli flag is a 6-pointed star, isn't it? Yeah, the Russian flag, for instance, is a hammer and sickle, but it crosses over in the middle, doesn't it? So it forms an X. So that's another EO. It goes very, very deep. Now, if we look at the Mayan pyramid, for instance, which, you know, this is what we could say the British flag is based on, or the other way around, or whatever way you want to look at it. This culture in South America, one of them had a language called the Yaya Mama language, and Yaya Mama is both Greek words. How do you get Greek words out there? The Mayans, for instance, that's a Greek word. It means witches, sorcerers, magicians. So this here and the British flag look the same, and they've got this language out there in South America called the Yaya Mama language, which they use for their writings. And Yaya means grandmother, and Mama means mum. So it was the grandmother mother language. And I believe that Apollyon ruled the whole world, and he still does. And he does that through his followers, who are pagans, which is revealed in the book of Revelation by Jesus Christ, because we're told that the rivers in the book of Revelation actually describe people. So when we read, for instance, about the great river Euphrates, it reads the great people Euphrates. And Euphrates is 2 Greek words, EU, which means sun, and phrathi, which means for eternity. So the great river Euphrates actually reads the great people of the Sun fraternity. And the Sun is this guy here, Apollyon the Destroyer, Alexander the Great, also known as Helios, Io, Leo, Phobos, the all-seeing eye. He's got many names. Now let's move on to these people here, the Rolling Stones. Okay, they made a song called "Jumping Jack Flash." Okay, back to the Union Jack. That's called the Union Jack. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, you know what a union is. It's a fraternity. It's Masonic, isn't it? Because that's what they all are. What does Jack mean? Well, Jack means hero. So this is the Union hero. And what does it say? It says EO, red, white, EO, red again, EO. EO, EO, EO. The Union hero is Apollyon the Destroyer. So now we know what Union Jack means. Union hero, and that is in fact Apollyon the Destroyer. And the Rolling Stones, part of the British establishment, made a song called Jumping Jack Flash. He's a gas, and that's one of the names of Apollyon the Destroyer, Helios. And so it's like Jumping Hero Helios, yeah? Apollyon, he's a gas, Helios. And if we look at helium itself, look how it's represented. That is just, again, it's just a convoluted cross, and this is how it's represented. He, and that is how in Greek you say the Greek H. The English tend to say chi. You can say that too, but it is actually pronounced he. So it's an X, which is a 10. Eo, which means sun, which is him, Apollyon, also known as Alexander the Great, and Helios. Let's just have a go at the Rolling Stones song Jumping Jack Flash, for instance, okay? So I'll just sing you one bit of it. It's alright now, in fact it's a guess. It's alright. Jumping Jack Flash, he's a guess, guess, guess. Jumping Jack Flash, he's a gas, yeah. They were singing about Apollyon the Destroyer. So yeah, Apollyon the Destroyer, this guy here, is everywhere. He's in the British flag. He's his name is all over the place. The whole world is ruled by him, and he's coming back. He's immortal. He can't die. He's the son of the devil. He's one of the Greek immortals. He'll be back. And when he is, Jesus Christ and his angels will be hot on his heels to capture him and throw him in the lake of fire.